We are a few days into the trip now, and a good few fish under the belt. Now, don't worry, I haven't broadcast a lot, but I want to take you back in time. Maybe not that far. And we'll look at what we've had. So, as you've probably seen from the footage, on Saturday on our arrival, Dad was off the mark first. He had 2 fish under his belt. He had, I think, from memory serves, because he's not here at the minute, a 30-odd pound mirror.
Yep. I don't think there's much.
Tilt it up a bit if you can. Hold on. We'll go the wrong bloody way. And then a 40-pound mirror as well, which was an absolutely incredible start.
Just go ahead.
Right, no, it should be taken it now. Let me check. Dead on.
Right.
40 pound.
Right.
That's you.
Oh God.
Brilliant for him because last year he had a blankety blank checkbook and pen, whereas he drew first blood here. Then after that, on that first night, I had a 48 pound grass carp. What we assume is 48. It could have been bigger, and so could some of the other fish, because the scales weren't properly dialed in, but they're sorted now. We're actually, in actual fact, using a different set. But that was my first fish, was the 48 pound grassy. No, I'm all right.
Oh, it was near in the water.
We're going to do yours now. Hold on. Oh.
He looks bigger than 48.
That is 48 pound. That's cue then the next run of fish from Sunday evening into Monday, which was a 30 pound 4-ounce mirror for me. And then back. A 30 pound 10-ounce mirror for me, 31 pound mirror, 37 mirror. Oh, look at that. It's got the depth.
Look at the.
The scale.
There's a wee drop of water left, so if you need.
What did it end up going? 37 what?
10.
10.
Are you going to say it on your video?
I just did.
You did.
27 mirror. He's behaving now. 27. And the big girl, 44 pound 8-ounce common, which gave an absolute run that just went absolutely nuts. There we go, biggest one of the trip, 46.2, we think. We just need to check the scales again. Right. Right, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on Tuesday morning, a little tiny 10 pound common, and a cat in between that as well, which was about that size. Well, we're in the swim now, and as you can see, the car's parked just off the track. We can take that twice a day, up and down. We've been doing that sometimes for breakfast and for dinner, or just a trip to the supermarket. We're going up the track there towards Jonchery 7, swinging a left and going right round the perimeter of the big lake and ourselves to get ourselves down. We have a couple of poles here for our light rigs, for light boxes for the photographs and the video at night, and our unhooking mat and slings there. So it's dry as a bone because today has been quite slow as sort of expected. Tripod with Dad's coat as he had a bit of a slip and fall in all that rain. His brolly system. Got his set of rods there, which if you're OCD, look away. I've split my rods, so I've got two out towards a tree under the far bank. Just going to take the focus away, and again under a tree under the far bank there as well. So there's two spots, and then one along the sort of dam wall just left of where the sluice would be coming in from the lake there as well. And that that rod is separate. It's down here on its onio over towards its spot. Then you have my bivvy. I've got a little solar panel on the top there for topping things up, and then we have our little social gazebo, if I can get it in shot. We're charging stuff in there. We've got a table. We put our chairs in there when the weather's bad, so we can sit and have food and whatnot, and it's been actually quite useful. But here during the day is a little scan of the lake. Truth be told, it's not very big at all, about 3 acres, just maybe slightly bigger. Max, you know, at a push. You have a brave distance over 100 yards to spots on the far side, which when backletting, because you've in some cases less than 3 foot of water, 2.5 foot of water in front of you, and barbless hooks, it can be quite difficult to make sure that you're maintaining good hook holds. But generally speaking, when the fish have been feeding a bit harder, it has been better. But that is the swim here at Jonchery 8. So yeah, pretty comfortable, but not ideal in this warm weather. Tilt them round.
It's going to go. Put up on the stuff moving along the bottom, so even. Ready?
Yeah. 40 pounds, yeehaw.
Are you going to take a photograph of him going away?
I think I'll video and come back in. 40 pounder. I think it was like 40 and 2 ounces or something.
Doesn't matter, 40 will do me.
Just watch your rod.
Oh.
Oh, no bother.
He's bait anyway, Darrell, I think.
Through the old puddle ourselves here. Just watch, because I'm not sure where the bank ends and where the... You must have been playing that fish for 15 or 20 minutes.
He's away, guy.
Mustn't you?
Aye.
Nearly there. Happy days. There you go. Well done. 31 squid. You had a knock on the other two and then that one.
On which one did I say would go?
Ah, you said that, the right hand.
Why is he coming in so easy? Or he's over our shit, Darrell.
I see him on the surface.
It's not Nicola.
I'd say you'd know.
He's so strong.
Oh no, it's ridiculous,
It's
isn't
only
it?
a small fish. Unless I'm weak.
No, he's always diving that way now. He's coming front and centre. Oh, the head's up a bit now. What's it? It's a common. Probably that same.
It's not that big.
No. Oh, PB common.
Jesus Christ.
Or soap. Right, that's it.
Okay.
Well, it's Thursday afternoon, about 2 o'clock. We put the rods back out this morning after breakfast. Last night was uneventful in the fact that nothing hit the back of the net. I must have lost maybe 4, 5 runs. When I say lost, 3 or 4 of them, there was literally nothing there, but they were absolutely one-toners. And the second from last one, I did have the fish on for all of about 10 seconds and then absolutely nothing. So I'm racking my brain because it shouldn't be that complicated to hook a fish. Now, on arrival, we did have some of the stock of fish finish spawning on the Saturday. We hadn't seen it after that, and I'm wondering, are some of the fish just not feeding overly that hard, because a lot of the fish that we did get initially were kind of quite aggressive, smaller males. So maybe that is the case, that they're just not really up to feeding quite hard. It's hard to tell, but it's very frustrating when you're putting the rods out at night, you're going to bed hopeful, you're getting what seems like a take of a lifetime. You come out and it's peeling off line, you tighten up to it and nothing, quite difficult. But from then this morning, my dad, about an hour ago, he had a grass carp just under 30 pound to take mid-afternoon out of the blue. And also I had what I can only assume was maybe one of the bigger catfish, which after a minute or so in the battle, it pulled the hook. So still, it is Thursday. It is, as we know it over here, Big Fish Thursday, so there could be something to come, but we will absolutely heap the hoppers full of bait tonight, load the spots, and we've still got tonight and Friday night into Saturday morning to make it happen. So hopefully a couple more fish on the bank before we go, but I will keep you posted as of what we do, and we will take a look at some point at the rigs and bait that are being used on this session. Right, well, in this bucket, as you can see, we have a load of crumbed essential cell, a few bits of maple nut in there as well. Here is the Lake Song Party blend. So it seems to be a mix of maize, a few wee bits of hemp. It looks to be some sort of oats or groats or buckwheat or something like that in there as well, all in their own juices. And then if we follow into here, we have the Alltech Coppins pellets, which you buy here at the lake in a big sack. We have also been bringing our own dynamite baits, hemp. And then in the freezer bag there, essential cell, some of Jeff Bauer's stuff there as well. As I'd said earlier in the video, I've kind of been through the mill the last couple of days trying to actually stay attached to whatever happens in a run. It's been very frustrating since early Tuesday morning. I landed that £10 common, and then after that anything that's come on has got off, or it just hasn't been hooked from the run point of view. I've tried shorter hairs to keep the bait tight to the hook. I've tried longer hairs. I've tried different rig components, but today I have out the dynamite baits, hit and run wafters. I have one in white, one in yellow and one in pink, and again they are just a little critically balanced wafter, and my thought process is there, if the fish does lift the rig, at least it's critically balanced and there's more chance of that hook penetrating. One of the issues with sort of fishing here, I say issue, is that it is a barbless only water, so therefore maybe the hook holds aren't as good as what I would be used to fishing over 100 yards at some points, or about 100 yards. Having the back lead because you're in sort of 2.5 foot of water at places is difficult to get that hook home, and then we're using roughly about 3 ounce leads as well, and that is kind of what we're at. But the rigs, I've tried a few different things. We've had slip D rigs out, I've had normal knotless knot rigs, but last night it was a slightly longer version of my quarter boom rig, which was down to a size 4 curve hook and the little micro swivel, to which to that I had just added a bit of floss with a boilie and topped off with a bit of a pop-up. So that is kind of what we've been doing with the rig side of things last night, but that has brought fish earlier in the week, but not in the last 2 days. So I'm kind of sitting here racking my brain thinking, what is the plan for tonight? It had fished its head off from my dad during that storm. I had very little. Then last night I seemed to pick up the majority of the runs, but nothing. What? Is it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Seems like it.
Well,
You've already had 2 small ones. That's not a big one, no. That's
48 or a 62. Are you going to play it right here or left? Is it coming in that side?
Straight, aye.
Right, good.
Think of it, no, he's tighten now. He's tighten out across, like.
Oh, brilliant.
Across it.
Is it definitely across it?
Aye.
You can't turn him, just come over him.
I don't want to go over your line. Oh, it's a grassy. It's a grassy or a cat. It's not that big.
As long as he doesn't make it right over to my right hand rod, it's not backlegged. Here, go.
He's helping me anyway. Oh.
Try to flick him round a bit. Can you tilt them a wee bit more forward? No.
Help me! Help me! Oh.
That's probably enough anyway. Stinking thing.
Hold on. Oh, do you want to see it go?
Well, no, tip it out. I've just got it over just to see.
Right.
Well, good morning. We're into the last morning, Friday morning here at Jonchery 8. Yesterday evening, my dad had a 57 pound 8 ounce grassy. That was a personal best for him, the first carp he's had over 50. He's had a fish just close to 50 before. Although a grassy, a fantastic result, so 57 pound 8, brilliant. And then we had another colossal storm with lightning coming across the sky from several directions, extreme heavy rain, apparently a bit of hailstone as well, and winds which battered about the place. And after that storm, as it calmed, I ended up having a 31 pound mirror as well, which I did get a couple of snaps of, but after the weather front I didn't really fancy doing much on the video with that. I just wanted to get it back, but that has been it. We've had an absolutely blinding week here at Jonchery 8. You know, we've met some other folk around the lake and had a good chance socialising with some of those other anglers on the main lake and Jonchery 7. The complex is superb, it's really well run. I would highly recommend taking the food package. It's 165 quid for the week, and the portion sizes are not to be missed. You know, they really are heap platefuls of food. We've had chicken curry, rice and prawn crackers. We've had lasagna and chips, chicken burger and chips. We're getting burger and chips tonight. Baguettes at breakfast with sausage, bacon, egg, tomato, mushrooms. Sometimes that varies a little bit depending on what she does, just to obviously mix it up a bit as well. And we also had a dinner, chicken and ribs with chips and salad. So all in all, it's been a very good week. I think at the minute we're up to 20 fish. As you can see by the attire here this morning, it's by far warm. I'm sitting with a hoodie on because it is a wee bit nippy. Conditions look pretty good, very similar to what they have done early evening. So I have put the 3 rods back out onto the spots. I've actually adjusted the right hand rod and brought it closer in, as we have seen fish all week show over another spot. I was very tactical about the right hand rod because it was the one that I had the 44 common off, so I've been kind of very allegiant to the rod that it was going to go off again, and thought stick out that tactic of just bait and wait. But I've had a couple of runs off it that have materialised into nothing. I forgot to mention as well, during the night last night I also had a catfish. I don't know, hard to tell the weights of those things, you know, probably about that length or a bit longer, and it was literally unhooked and sent packing as well. Those smaller cats don't really seem to give much of a fight, so and they're mangy, ugly looking things, so it was just straight back into the water and away. But the plan for this afternoon is to wait out for the rods a bit, do a bit of a general tidy up and start to get the car sorted for the trip back tomorrow. We'll be heading good and early in the morning to try and get back to Dover, so that we can then from Dover get our second ferry from Liverpool to Belfast. We're booked on tomorrow evening at 10:30, so hopefully we'll get everything packed up and ready for that. But generally speaking, it's been a really good week. 'Tis the final evening, the bevies are gone. We're sleeping in the big social place. And the lake looks fantastic. Absolutely heaved the bait in for the last night as well, and hoping we get a run or two, as we consistently have most evenings. Yeehaw. Like, you couldn't actually be asking for better conditions.
I know. Fish aren't playing ball at all.